The story you're about to hear is one of the darkest and most mysterious encounters in the Bible. A king, abandoned by God, desperate for answers. So desperate, he did the unthinkable. He went to speak with the dead. And when the Spirit appeared, it didn't bring hope. It brought a message of doom. Israel is in crisis. The Philistines are gathering for war. Their army is massive. Fear is spreading like wildfire. And at the center of it all is King Saul. But something is terribly wrong. God is silent. No dreams, no prophets, no answers. Saul, the once chosen king, now stands alone, cut off from the very voice that used to guide him. And here's the irony. Saul himself had once banished all mediums and spiritists from the land. He knew it was forbidden. He knew it was dangerous. But desperation changes people. One night, Saul makes a decision that will seal his fate. He turns to his servants and asks, "Find me a woman who can speak to the dead." Imagine that. A king, chosen by God, now seeking guidance from darkness. His servants hesitate, but then they whisper, "There is a woman in Endor, a medium, a necromancer, a witch." Saul knows this is wrong, so he disguises himself. He removes his royal robes, covers his identity, and under the cover of night, he travels to Endor. This isn't just a journey across land. It's a spiritual descent. From authority to rebellion, from light into darkness. Saul enters the woman's house. He looks at her and says, "I want you to bring up someone for me, from the dead." The woman is terrified. "Don't you know what Saul has done?" she says. "He has cut off all mediums from the land." She doesn't realize she is speaking to Saul himself. So Saul swears an oath. "You will not be punished." And then he says the name. "Bring up Samuel." Something happens that even the witch did not expect. She lets out a scream. Why? Because this wasn't a trick. This wasn't illusion. This was real. Samuel had appeared. And suddenly, she realizes, You are Saul. The king is exposed. But Saul doesn't care anymore. He's desperate. Saul bows low to the ground. And he speaks to the spirit of Samuel. "Why have you disturbed me?" Samuel asks. Saul is trembling. "I am in great distress," he says. "God has turned away from me. He no longer answers me. So I called on you to tell me what to do." This is the moment. The reason for everything. Saul wanted guidance, hope, a way out. But what he gets instead is judgment. Samuel's response is chilling. Why do you ask me? Since the Lord has departed from you? Then he delivers the final blow. The Lord has torn the kingdom out of your hands and given it to another. And then comes the prophecy. Tomorrow, you and your sons will be with me. In other words, you are going to die. Saul falls full length to the ground. He is overwhelmed with fear. No strength, no hope, no future. The king is broken. The man who once led Israel with power is now lying on the floor, terrified of what tomorrow will bring. The woman, seeing Saul's condition, urges him to eat. At first, he refuses. But eventually, he gives in. She prepares a meal, and Saul eats. Possibly the last meal of his life. Then he rises and walks back into the night. Not toward victory, but toward his end. The next day, everything happens exactly as Samuel said. Israel is defeated. Saul's sons are killed, and Saul himself falls on his own sword. Just like that, the king is gone. This story isn't just dark. It's a warning. Saul didn't fall in a day. He drifted, slowly. Disobedience, pride, ignoring God's voice, until one day, God stops speaking. And when that happens, no human power can fix it. Not even the dead. If this story shook you, type "God has the final say" in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful Bible stories they don't usually tell. And remember, never trade God's voice for anything else. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Remain blessed and stay victorious.